Welcome back. I'm Mike. This is Chef Randall, and look at the fruits of our labor have provided yet another beautiful presentation.
Yeah, well, thank you. So if we had some repeat, we remember the broccolini?
Yes.
That would be a really great item here.
Oh, but we ran out.
We did. However, I would have probably dressed it a little bit differently.
Okay.
Just because of the Kalbi, that bulgogi kind of marinade that we have on the beef. And then do you remember the kimchi butter that we had for the wings?
Just an episode or so before this.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
So
Tell us how you did this.
So those are vine-on cherry tomatoes. And I just set it on the grill and then grilled them and then flip it over.
We're talking seconds?
Oh, I'd say a good 3-4 minutes.
Oh, really? To get that?
Yeah.
And they don't look overcooked at all, so.
Just a nice little garnish. And then, if you've ever been to England, you get some like that oven or the broiled tomato things. It's really good.
There's always the discussion about how you should have your steak. Some like it, fresh, so you can hear the cow still mooing.
Oh.
Others would like it well done. I'm kind of the medium well. Is there a recommendation that you would come up or provide for us?
I think it's all personal preference.
Okay.
In the restaurant when I worked, we had a lot of different steaks, and there would be a lot of moaning and groaning when a well-done steak came in, and mostly because it takes time to do it. And the bigger the steak, the longer it takes. So we might butterfly that steak so that it cooks quicker. Because if you have somebody at a table who wants a rare steak, and then you have somebody at the table who wants a well-done steak, that rare steak takes, the well-done steak takes 3 times, 4 times what that other one does. So it's all about timing. Now, at most restaurants, they'll fire that well pretty close to, soon, so that it's done when the other ones are ready. But then, there are some people like, well, they should never have a steak like that. It's a personal preference, and the person that's buying that well-done steak, they're paying the same amount of money that someone is for a rare steak.
Is there a particular way to make it that will maximize the flavor?
Okay, so, beef, chicken, anything, muscle, it's 90% water. Okay, so the longer it's on a cooking surface, the more there is of water evaporating, so it's going to be dry, and it can get tough. So when people say, hey, I had a tough steak, well, was it well done? Yeah, well, guess what? A well-done steak is tough and dry. I'm sorry, it just is. Thanks to marbling and things like that, that might help a little bit. But when you cook something that far, it's gonna show up.
How would you describe this?
So this is a medium.
Okay.
You told me you like medium.
And that's about where it's at. Right. It looks to me.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to try it.
Right. Well, and one thing I wanted to point out, and I don't know if Zach, if you can kind of come in here and get this, but remember we were talking about cutting against the grain, and we see the grain running here. Do you see that? So what I want to do is I want to cut against that. So as I cut, I also am cutting at a bit of an angle. So I'm cutting against the grain and I'm cutting at a bias.
And why?
Because you'll see here in just a second. So see how I kind of fan that meat over the rice? So if I do that here and keep it all in one piece, hopefully, then I can then, move it so that I can then fan it like so.
Again, for presentation.
Yeah. So now I have, that done.
Very cool.
Okay. But that's against the grain.
Can I have my sample now?
No, of course not. Of course you can. I'm going to take this little guy here.
Okay.
Now you could also save. So before marinating, you could hold some of that sauce back and then drizzle it like a vinaigrette. Isn't that awesome?
That's very good. I'm going to try it with this. Oh, that is good too. Wonderful. I'll get this out of the way then. Very nicely done. That tastes marvelous.
Isn't that good?
And I do like it the way you prepared it.
Well, thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Chef Randall.
You're welcome.
Thank you for staying with us. And again, this recipe and all of our recipes can be found on our website at valleynewslive.com. Once again, thanks for joining us. Have a great day.